dreams began the night after the flickering lights circled the backyard. Imani didn't remember falling asleep. One moment she was sitting on the edge of the bed, her palm warm on the curve of her stomach, the red candle flickering low. The next, she was somewhere else, barefoot, surrounded by moss and fog. The light here was not artificial. It was old, the kind that came from flame and memory. She saw a woman in the clearing, dark-skinned, back straight as an iron post, holding a rusted lantern in one hand and a bundle of herbs in the other. Her head was wrapped in white, and when she turned, her face wasn't human. It shimmered and shifted, like trying to recall a face you've only seen in childhood photos. When she spoke, her voice was heavy with root. "Gal child, you carry more than that baby." Imani couldn't respond, couldn't move. The woman stepped closer, pressed a hand to Imani's belly, and whispered in a language Imani didn't recognize, but felt deep in her jawbone. "Damn light you trust? Don't know who they answer to." Then she raised the lantern and blew it out. Imani jolted awake. The candle had burned itself down to a soft pool of wax. The room was ice cold, despite the thermostat blinking a steady 72.2 degrees again. She turned to look at Malik, still asleep, one hand over her pillow as if guarding something invisible. The smart mirror across the room had fogged over, even though there was no humidity, and in its misted surface, Imani could swear she saw a faint lantern glow pulsing once. She didn't sleep the rest of the night. Malik noticed the candles first. "You're lighting them every night now?" he asked over breakfast. Imani nodded without looking up from her tea. He gestured around the room. "You know this place has a built-in purification system. HEPA filtration, infrared antimicrobial UV. You're burning wax in the nursery now?" "I'm not purifying," she said quietly. "I'm protecting." Malik raised an eyebrow. "From what? Misfiring code?" Imani didn't answer. She spent the day in the garden, not digging, just walking the perimeter. Every few feet, she paused and placed a smooth stone from her grandmother's old mason jar. A circle was forming. Something to hold the ground together. That night, she dreamt again. The woman was back, this time standing in a circle of salt and broken chalk. The air around her trembled, like something invisible was trying to force its way in. Imani stood outside the circle. The woman gestured her forward. "You think this house yours 'cause your name on paper? You think spirit look at contract like it mean blood?" Imani wanted to cry, wanted to kneel. The woman's voice softened. Not cruel, not warning, just firm. "Baby comin', he light. You part of him, he part of we." She raised her lantern. This time, the flame inside it burned blue. But this place, it remember. And what it remember, it don't forget. Imani woke up clutching her belly, the sheets damp beneath her, the smart assistant glowing again even though it had been unplugged. Root error. Memory loop detected. Would you like to restore to original state? She stared at the screen. It shimmered for a second, then displayed a grainy black and white image. Not her home, but the land. Bare, wild, circle of stones, fire in the middle. A woman in white holding a lantern. The image vanished. The assistant powered off, and Imani said out loud, to no one, "I don't want it erased. I want it remembered."